Hey man, what you reading?
Oh, hey, it's James Joyce.
James Joyce. Cool.
You've read this one?
Oh yeah, no, I've read that one. I read that in middle school, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the first time I read it was 3rd grade. This is my 5th time reading it.
Well, you know, I don't usually go back and read books I've already read because I just remember everything perfectly the first time.
Eidetic memory?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really need to worry about that because I can usually get through a book in like a day.
A day?
Yeah, sometimes faster. I'm doing the 365 books a year challenge.
365 a year? What, they're calling that a challenge now?
How many do you read a year?
I read 365 a month.
Do you sleep?
I've actually started storing books in my subconscious to keep the grind up at night. Get that Stanislaw Lem in my REM.
I mean, yeah, that's great if that works out for you. It's a little too slow for me, though.
Too slow?
Yeah, I've been streaming books directly into my hippocampus ever since I got access to one of the first Neuralink devices.
You got the Elon Musk brain chip?
They cut a hole in my skull and stuck that puppy right in my Duramater right after sticking it in a puppy.
What happened to the puppy?
Puppy died.
And why would you do that?
It helps me read faster. Right now I'm listening to Infinite Jest and Gravity's Rainbow simultaneously at 8 times speed.
And you can understand all that?
With the help of some performance-enhancing drugs and gray matter augmentation, you know how it is.
Yeah, you know, I would do the same. If I was only reading books that still existed.
What'd you say?
I'm doing the Book Talk Time Travel Challenge. Paid a visit to the Library of Alexandria to stock up on all the ancient wisdom.
You went back to the Library of Alexandria? And you didn't stop it from burning down?
I was the one who burned it down.
Why?
Gotta stay ahead of the curve, man.
I mean, I guess that checks out. If you're only relying on books written by other people. The entire corpus of human knowledge is too limited to saturate my inestimable literary lust. So I've trained myself to write faster than I can read. Now I'm always 3 steps ahead of myself. How is that possible? I have divided my brain into multiple neural networks that exist in an in-dimensional mindspace of my own making. An imaginary realm where I have enslaved the children of my augmented intelligence who labor night and day on the creation of new literary classics at a rate faster than my conscious brain can consume them.
Oh yeah, you know, well, I get you. I get you. I'm doing the same thing with monkeys.
Monkeys?
For over 17 years, I've been raising an army of infinitely many monkeys who spend every waking hour typing random combinations of letters and numbers on the A4 sheets of paper that I then absorb into my consciousness.
None of it would make any sense.
Sensible works are for normies. This way I have access not only to an infinite amount of content, but to every theoretically possible combination of letters in the English language. Everything that ever can, has been, or will be written.
Oh, the English alphabet. Oh, okay.
What's wrong?
No, it's just I thought you would have moved on from English by now. I read books in every language ever conceived of by man.
Well, I read books in languages that haven't even been invented yet.
But still with conceivable phonologies.
No, of course not.
Good, because my stuff is technically only pronounceable by 6-dimensional angelic beings from beyond this universe.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but my stuff is so ontologically abstract it would defy the grasp of any imaginary gods that could ever be conceived of by man.
I wouldn't dream of anything less.
No normies here.
No normies!
Down with the normies!
What are we doing here, man?
I mean...
We're not fooling anyone. Come on, what was the last book you read? Really? What was the last book you read?
Diary of a Wimpy Kid Hot Mess. What about you?
The Indispensable Calvin and Hobbes.
So we're both normies.
Maybe. But maybe if we spend less time lying to each other about how much we read, and more time actually reading, we'll eventually stop being normies.
You really think so?
Of course, anybody can become well-read. It just takes a little dedication. So do you want to start a Dostoevsky reading group with me?
No, actually, I think I've decided that I don't like reading nearly as much as I like talking about reading.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I'm sure you're the same way.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of the same way. I wasn't even really reading this, to be honest.
Cool.